Stop treating website design like a trip through the drive-thru. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know how many of you students that I've worked in the past have treated website design like a drive-thru. You guys have this super bad habit of purchasing a template, whether it be on Canva, which I highly recommend you watch my video on Canva, and why you should not do a website on Canva, number one. You also have this habit of purchasing a website, start diving straight in and have no idea what you want, and you want to be done in an hour and think, oh, that's it, I'm done. It only took me an hour to do a website. Well, I'm here to burst your bubble and say, not possible, not gonna happen. My name is Stacy Schilling. I'm a visual design expert. I'm the creator and the founder of Stacy Schilling Education Design Hub, and I'm here to make it easier on you to understand website designing. So many of you are using website design like a trip through the drive-thru menu at McDonald's. You have this idea that I'm going to create this website, I'm going to work straight from my head, so you're not even going to watch my video on why you need to sketch your website out first. So you should go back and do that first. And then you're gonna jump straight into this program and this hosting platform that you have no idea what you're doing and why. And then you're gonna get halfway through what you're doing in the program and go, what the heck happened? Why is this not working? I'm here to tell you why. Because you treat website design like driving through the drive-thru window. In the drive-thru at McDonald's, you get super excited when you're like, man, I could go for a McDonald's Coke and fries right now. Ooh, that sounds so good. You know, those salty, crispy, hot McDonald's fries. And you're like, yeah, I want that Coke with all that ice and to wash it down. Oh yeah, that combo's so great. So you pull up to the drive-thru window, you place your order, you order a large fry with some extra salt on the side, you order some extra ketchup packets, you order some extra napkins, as well as a large Coke with a lot of ice. And the next thing you know, you pull up to the first window and you're handing them money, and they're handing you your money back, whether it's change or your card. And then they're telling you to go to the next window. And next window you pull up and they're handing you a straw. They're handing you your Coke and you're just like, oh yes, I cannot wait to drink it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then you're handing you this hot bag of salty fries. You're like, yes, I gotta put more salt on these fries. I got some ketchup. I gotta get this like right now. And then you're pulling into the first parking space you see and you're just chowing down on these fries and Coke. You're like, this is so good. And you get done, you're like, oh man, that hit the spot. That's what you're doing with your website designs. You're treating it like a fast trip through the McDonald's drive-thru. You're expecting to rush through the whole process, build out the website, throw it online. I'm gonna make $1 million in my business in 5 minutes. That is what you are expecting. Unfortunately, that's not reality. Website does not happen in 5 minutes or an hour. There's a process for website design. And if you have not taken my course, Learn the Pretty Side of Website Design, you need to go to my website, stacyschilling.com. You need to click on the link that says Purchase Course for Learn the Pretty Side of Website Design, and you need to watch it. It is 13 hours of instructional video that is going to take you through the entire process of how to design a website. I'm going to color, I'm going to color typography, I'm going to cover mobile devices, I'm going to cover bad websites, good websites, different layouts, mobile stuff. I'm also going to cover wireframing, aka sketching. And it's really going to help you understand how to put your website together from the design perspective. Because many of you are still working out of your head and you're not at that level. Unless you've been working for 20 plus years in design, you better not be working out of your head. Because I'm telling you right now, it's just not possible. You have to take what's in your head and get it on paper. But what's even more really important and that you guys really forget to understand is you expect yourselves to just be able to know the software, go right into building out that website with no experience, no knowledge, and have it done right the first time. Like, done! I built my website an hour. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. It looks perfect. Guess what? That's not a reality. That doesn't happen for a website designer. You know what happens? Oh my God! I just spent 12 hours coding this whole page and it's still not right because the code doesn't want to behave. Why is the code not working? Oh, your code's not working because you have a tag that's not closed. That's why your code doesn't work. You have to close the tag. You mean I've been racking my brain for 12 hours to find out that my whole page isn't working because I have one character of code that I messed up on? Oh my God. I need a drink. I need 2 drinks. I can't handle more. That's the reality of design. Seriously. Even on a template site. That's the reality. The reality is it doesn't work the way you think it works. It does not. Website designing can be a huge, huge headache. Let me tell you, when it comes to coding, oh my gosh, forget it. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. I will teach you HTML and CSS and help you with it, but if you ask me to code a website, oh gosh, no. Go get a programmer. I'm a designer. I'm front end. I'll make it look pretty. I'll get it built as far as I can in whatever program you need to build it in, but to make it do anything else, go find a programmer. That's not me. What happens is you guys are expecting to run through your design process super fast and be done and be perfect in an hour or 2 hours like you would on a trip to the McDonald's drive-thru to get your Coke and fries. That's not a reality. The reality is website design and building takes twice as long as figuring out how to create your concept. The execution process takes hours, if not hours, weeks or days or months or even years depending on the complexity of the site. You guys as designers have this huge habit, especially even my non-designers, people that are designing their websites for the first time. This is especially important for you. You have this habit of thinking you can just go straight into whatever you're designing, build out your website, it's going to be perfect and done right, and you're not going to have any problems. That's not a reality. That's an expectation, but that's not reality. There are going to be so many things when you're building out your website. I don't care if you're using Dreamweaver. I don't care if you're using Glitch. I don't care if you're using StackFlow. I don't care if you're using Visual Studio Code. I don't care if you're using WordPress. I don't care if you're using Square, WordPress, Wix, Weebly. I do not care where you're building the website on. I do not care where it's being built on. I do not care about the platform. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a massive learning curve and understanding. If you don't know anything about website design, you are going to get lost, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get overwhelmed, and you are going to be angry at yourself and angry at the process because it's going to take 10 times longer for you to figure it out because you were too cheap to hire somebody to do it for you because you thought you could do it yourself. So it's really important that you do not treat website design like a trip through the McDonald's drive-thru. You want to take your time. Website design is not easy. And let me tell you, when it comes to working with code, oh my goodness, it can be nutso. Ask coders. Ask them if it's easier to code HTML, CSS, Python, PHP, CSS, C++, Visual, Ruby on Rails, Bootstrap, JavaScript. Ask them. Ask a coder. Ask a coder how well does HTML, Python, and ASAP pages work together, and throw in some JavaScript. It's not easy. Coding languages have a certain way of functioning, not just in the design, but in the operating of the website online. And this also applies to website templates. I had a student contact me about getting some assistance with updating her client's website. Now, the person that had built the website prior to her has more of a coding background. They do not have much of a design background. So coders and designers are kind of two different beasts. Designers, we like everything pretty. Coders, they like the ugly side. They focus on the code to make it work and run. And for some reason, the person prior to her built the whole website on Wix. No problem, we'll use Wix. The problem that she was running into was she didn't understand some of the limitations with Wix because she was an Adobe Muse user for several years. Apparently, somewhere along the line in 2015, Adobe launched Muse, which is like this drag and drop function to be able to build a website out. The problem is an Adobe product does not function the same way as a Wix product. So there's some workarounds. You have to understand the software that you're using, and you cannot make Wix run like an Adobe product. It doesn't work. Why? Because they're built by two different companies with two different ways of doing things. It's not that Wix or Adobe is better than one another, it's just the Adobe designers have designed the software to work one way, and the Wix designers have designed their software to work another way. So she came to me and was like, I don't understand this. And I said, well, that's because you're looking at it as an Adobe product. It's not. It's a Wix product. So you have to retrain your thinking and get rid of any Adobe thoughts you have and just trash them because it doesn't work in the Wix environment. Then she couldn't understand why in her design on the desktop side looked like a hot mess on the mobile. I was like, well, because now you have to rebuild the mobile because it doesn't easily translate it as well as if you were to build this website from scratch. What happens is when you build a website and you're building it on a desktop and you're doing it like the custom version, you have what we call CSS media queries. Those media queries will take your website and render it for different screen sizes. So it'll make it fit onto a laptop screen or a big desktop, but down to a little phone and a tablet, and maybe that tablet's gonna be a vertical layout, or maybe it's gonna be a horizontal layout, and same with the phones, and all the different screen sizes. So in your CSS code, you can put these little media queries in, which basically tell the web crawlers, when you see this website on this size device, I need to make it this size, and it'll render it down to fit the screen. But if you see this website on this size screen, I need you to make it fit this size screen. So that's what the web crawlers will do when it reads the CSS media queries. What happens is on a platform like Wix, we don't have access to that. We got to work with what they got. So if your mobile website layout looks like a hot mess, guess what? You got to rebuild that sucker. And that means you're hide everything on the page that's not working and rebuild the entire thing from scratch. And it's a lot of work and it's very time consuming. So she didn't understand that the whole Wix platform didn't work like Adobe. And then she's like, but Muse, I said, but Muse is dead. I said, you got to get Muse out of your language. Muse is a dead project. Muse is a dead product. We don't have access to it anymore. We can't use it. You can't expect it to run like a Muse product. This is Wix. So all the training that you have, throw it out the window, and now you have to learn a new set of training. So when you're doing your website design, you have to figure out where is it going. That's your most important question. And then what are the limitations that I have to work under? What are those constraints? What can I do and what can I not do? And what do I need help in? And if you need help, you need to go to my website, stacyschilling.com. You need to click on the link that says private lessons, and you need to sign up for 5, 10 hours, or 20-hour lessons with me, and we'll be able to work as fast or as slow as we need to help you understand what you're doing. But it's really, really important that you stop treating website design like a trip through the McDonald's drive-thru, because it's not going to be that way. It's actually going to take as long as a 9-course meal. Imagine if you were to take a 9-course meal. That might take you like 8 hours to eat, by the time you get to the first appetizer and the second appetizer, and oh wait, now there's soup, now there's salad, oh there's third appetizer, oh wait, there's another salad, oh wait, I'm getting to a meal, oh no, that's the first course, oh now I'm getting to the second course. That's how that 9-course meal runs. It's all these meals that you eat until you finally get to dessert. You're like, I want my dessert, I want my chocolate cake, oh my gosh, give me that chocolate cake right now. Like you're aching for that chocolate cake, but you gotta eat everything beforehand until you get there. That's how you're supposed to treat website, not like I want my McDonald's Coke and large fries right now. I want some extra salt and ketchup. And then you go to the window. Here's my money. Okay, thank you for my change. And you go, next window, give me that, I need that now. And then you have your fix. You're like, yes. Stop treating website design like a trip through the McDonald's drive-thru window. It doesn't work. If you still need help, you need to go to my website, stationshowing.com, click on private lessons, and you and I will work together to get your website up and running so you can stop rushing through everything. Have a great day, designer. Bye.